What's happening, folks? Thanks for coming over to the DFS 5-pack overlay. Just came out with a couple of matchup shop plays for Week 7 NFL. I want to run through them with you guys real quickly. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and do so right now. If you would click the thumbs up button, it is always sincerely appreciated from me to you. So thank you for guys for doing that. In the meantime, there's one up I like a lot. So I'm ready to get into this with you guys. There's a couple other we'll talk about as well. Before we do that, though, if you have not played it overly yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. I have a lot of people who are talking to me on a daily basis saying that they're not just shifting a bunch of their money over there. That's up to you what you do with your money, right? But it's fun. And I think that's one of the key parts about it. So you think you'll have a good time. I'm playing, DK. I'm playing that every single day. It's fun and it's easy on the days that you don't have time to do a lot of evaluations. So just throwing that out there for you guys. If you make a deposit, just screenshot it and send it to me. As long as it's at least a $50 deposit, I can give you some version of a free membership to the 5-pack. No extra cost to you at all. I've had a couple people who've done this. If it's $1,000 deposit, because you can afford to play that big, we'll give you a free lifetime membership to the 5-pack. But that's up to you what you can do. I realize we're all on completely different levels. So as far as the picks that go up here, first and foremost, give me Carson Wentz only a -2 against Daniel Jones. I like this one a lot. And I'm actually going to bet it before we get off this video because I want to make sure I get it at -2. Carson Wentz just flat out averages like 7-8 more points than Daniel Jones. So there's no reason for me to believe that this is going to change. He might get Deshaun Jackson back. Travis Fulgham, he's starting to gel with a little bit. There is no Miles Sanders, which, again, it's going to be harder to lean on the running game right here. I think that increases the opportunity Carson Wentz could run one in down with inside the 5, because I like Boston Scott, but he's a little guy. He's hard to take goal line carries. I think that bumps up the sneak. Daniel Jones had one of his better weeks last week because he broke off a really long run. He's not going to do that every single week. So give me Carson Wentz. Feel pretty comfortable with this one. So let's go 75 right there. Submit it and done. Next one up. Evan Ingram versus Rob Gronkowski. So they're spotting you 1.5 on Rob Gronkowski. I like that as well. Evan Ingram, I think we have to get past the point of assuming this guy's going to break out from a fantasy point anytime soon. So, as one of those knuckleheads who's drafted Ingram in year-long leagues a lot, I am that knucklehead. It's not coming to fruition. And it could be his fault. It could be Daniel Jones' fault. It could be the team's fault. It could be everybody's fault, but it's just not. Rob Gronkowski, on the other hand, starting to gel with his boy, Tom Brady. He ain't what he once was, and he never will be because he's older and he's had a lot of injuries, but they're starting to show some chemistry. I would take Rob Gronkowski straight up right now over Evan Ingram. So the fact that I'm getting 1.5, I want some money there as well. Below that, we're going to see Devante Freeman versus Wayne Gallman. Gallman's getting spotted 10 points in this one. So this is an interesting one for me. Ultimately, this comes down to how you evaluate this. In your mind, does Devante Freeman score a touchdown? Because if Devante Freeman scores a touchdown in this game, I think I want Freeman on my side. If he doesn't score a touchdown, I want Gallman. If you look through how they're using Devante Freeman, they don't have a great ability to move the offense. Just to reiterate this one, this is a half-point PPR website as well. That's where you have to ask yourself, because Gallman may not even play. Gallman, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, had 0 touches last game. Pretty sure he was active. He just wasn't involved. Freeman had every single touch from the running back position outside of, I believe, one catch for, what was it? One catch for 10 yards to Deion Lewis. Darius Slayton took one, Darius Slayton took one, run as a wide receiver, probably an end around that didn't work out very well. But all the other carries that were not from the quarterback himself came from Devante Freeman. Freeman got the looks in the passing game, albeit only 2 targets. So there is no guarantee that Wayne Gallman even gets into the ball game right here. That being said, it's a half-point PPR website. Even though Devante Freeman in this game had all of the touches, he still only came into the day with what looks like exactly 6 points. So, again, Freeman would have been the loser on this one. Gallman would have been the winner. So I tend to lean on betting Wayne Gallman +10 and not expecting Freeman to get to those 10 points. In my expectations, he needs to score. The Giants' offense is terrible. We all know this. Do we expect Devante Freeman to score? He definitely could, right? He is the starting running back with all the touches. They don't score a lot, though. So weigh that one out in your mind, and I think that's the theory you should kind of play out and decide how you feel about it. Next up, Boston Scott versus Corey Clement. Clemenza plus 6.5. Miles Sanders is all but ruled out, so we just assume he's not playing in this game. So this is an interesting one. Again, I want to reiterate, it's a half-point PPR website. I don't know how to evaluate this one. I probably will not include it in a bunch of my bets. Next up, we got Golden Tate versus Darius Slayton. Slayton's been a little bit banged up. Tate's a +3. It is a half-point PPR website. Again, this is one that I don't have a great feeling on one way or the other, so probably not going to put much out there. And then we got Deshaun Jackson +4 against Travis Fulgham, who's been awesome lately. So my guess is the public would hound Deshaun Jackson right here. But I kind of like Fulgham at the -4, like really starting to develop chemistry with Carson Wentz. There's no Zach Ertz in this game, so expect Fulgham to have a big role in this one. I like him. I would take him at a -4. Not saying I'm going to pound this one the way, like I don't feel the same way about this one I do Carson Wentz, but if it was up to me, I would still bet on Fulgham at the -4. Now, if Deshaun hits a long touchdown, you're probably SOL. But that's why I like my big money on Carson Wentz, and I do like the Rob Gronkowski over Evan Ingram as well. So that's for that, guys. We'll hit you with some baseball information later. I'll try to do another overlay baseball video later on tonight. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a wonderful day.